Let's get to this. Let's get to this. Super excited. Hi, I'm Mike. Welcome to our Motivation USA brief unboxing where you can buy anything, everything premium for your motorcycle. Let's dive into this one. But first, I think it's about time we start setting the tone for the channel. We've been rocking for a little bit, picking up steam. If you're new to this channel, if it's your first time clicking into it, what we do here, we highlight premium products that's ideal for seasoned riders or newcomers to the game of riding motorcycle. That way you get to make your own personal decision what might work best for you. Yeah, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. We're gonna dive into the MotoGadget M.View blade bar end mirrors for the Ducati StreetFighter V4 S. I will leave timestamp in the description if you want to jump between the quick unboxing to the install. It's up to you. You can check that out, but don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Let's get it. So here we go. We're gonna revisit the MotoGadget M.View blade mirrors. These are very special. I've actually installed them about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years running them on the Hypermotard 939 SP. A lot of people have been very curious about the StreetFighter V4 S. Is it compatible? Can we throw it on? And to be honest, since that bike is so brand new, it's very difficult to find a bar and mirror that works well and flow the lines of the actual bike. And I thought these are the perfect match. Let's crack these open, and then I'm going to show you guys how easy is it to install these on the bike. All right, this is the MotoGadget M.View blade bar and mirror. This is exactly what you get when you place your order with us here at motivationusa.com. Packaging is absolutely amazing. At the very top, you can see a variety of styles that you can pick from, accommodate pretty much everything. What makes these mirrors very special, guys, they are glassless. If you were to have a down, or you crash your bike, or you drop it while you come out the garage, there's no mirror to break. One of my favorite things about this mirror, guys, is the fact that it is extremely sleek. The entire packaging is very well put together. The way they put the mirror into the packaging is very unique, and I will talk about this mirror and what makes it very special. Boom, there we go. Extremely thin, light, no mirror, nothing to break. It is anodized in black. CNC machine. It is very versatile, very easy for you to adjust it. All you have to do is press and hold and adjust. The detail to this mirror is absolutely stunning. The anodization is really clean. I've had this on the Hyper running on 2 years. They still look just as good from day one. I know a lot of people are curious because this is a new thing. MotoGadget is the only company actually doing it. If you look at the glass itself, it's aluminum that is polished to a certain degree, all the way to the point where it becomes a mirror-like material where you can actually see behind you. There's so much details to see. Let's take a quick look. If you look closer, you'll see what it says MotoGadget on the mirror. It's ultra diamond cut. This mirror is absolutely beautiful, guys. I would highly recommend it to anyone. What I would basically remind you is that you would need some additional parts to actually install it. Also, the pivoting point is reinforced. That way it doesn't become all loose over time from several adjustments over and over again. It's gonna stay the same. You basically have several ways of installing this. If you want to do it reverse, you can. Upside down, you can. If you want to lane split, you want to bring it up, that's perfectly fine. But for me, I'm probably going to be running it like this. I feel like that's the perfect look for the StreetFighter V4 S. If you guys are unfamiliar with the ultra diamond cut mirrorless aluminum that MotoGadget produce, feel free to hit us up in the comment section down below. We will gladly answer any of your questions regarding concerns, longevity, our personal experience. I would love to bring a little bit more notoriety to what these guys do. The work itself is amazing. The packaging looks great as well. And so far so good. I'm pretty happy with the one I have on the Hypermotard, and it's lasting pretty long. No scuffs, no scratches. I know people are concerned when it comes to aluminum. I don't have any scratches on mine, and it still looks great. And would I recommend this to anybody? Yeah. This is the component that you're gonna need. This is what we're looking at, and I'm gonna explain to you why it's important for you to kind of grab this if you want to install the MotoGadget bar end mirrors. You have a little barrel that goes into here. Once you start tightening things down, it'll pretty much spread open to keep the mirror in place. You also got this end cap that is absolutely magnificent. The attention to detail is amazing. Now check this out. You basically undo this component and it opens up, shows you a little barrel. You can still see details in here. You can see the branding. That's gonna go straight into here. Once you're done, in order to clean up your mirror, this becomes an end cap. A few things you need to be well aware of when we're talking about installing the MotoGadget M.View blade mirrors on the StreetFighter is the fact that you have two options. You can mount this directly onto the weighted bar ends, the OEM ones. Granted, they're not black, so the fit and finish is gonna look a little weird. You can get it powder coated if you wanted to, or you can hit up our site and get a weighted bar end with us at motivationusa.com to make it work. Or you could do what I'm doing. You can pull off the weighted bar end and finish off with the MotoGadget bar end, which is going to look a lot cleaner. But you need to be aware of this. Hopefully in the future they end up doing a weighted bar end that you can actually apply. Let's dive into the install. All right, so here we go. We're going to remove the two OEM mirrors off the motorcycle. I kind of slightly loosen them up already. Just one thing you want to keep in mind is that you want to go clockwise on the one that's on your right side and counterclockwise and the one that's on the left side on the bike. Just keep in mind you will need to replace this screw that's here because it actually holds your brake reservoir. Now we're gonna quickly replace that screw that we just took out. You're also gonna need a little bit of Loctite on here. I'm gonna remove the second mirror. So remember, this one's counterclockwise, so loosen it up. Same thing here. You're gonna apply a little bit of Loctite. That resolved the issue of removing the mirrors. Now let's get into the mirrors, man. Very excited for those. You're gonna grab your 5mm and then you're gonna pull off the bar end. That's straightforward. Now, you don't want to take out everything completely because you don't want the mechanism inside to fall into the handlebar. That gives you kind of a pain in the neck. So what you want to do is just basically lightly loosen it and see if it'll come out. And just like that, it came right out without, dropping the mechanism inside the handlebar. So you don't want to completely take it out. All right, perfect. Now we're on the opposite side of the bike. Gonna do the very same thing. Fairly easy to loosen that up. Don't take it out completely. Again, just like I showed you a little bit earlier. And now you're just gonna slide it in all together. See, came out nice and clean. The other component did not come apart where it stayed inside the handlebar. Now we're just gonna do a little bit of modification to make the bar end by MotoGadget work perfectly. So here's the issue you're gonna encounter that I mentioned a little bit earlier. If you try to put this barrel in for the bar end, it will not enter. Basically, it's too wide, right? If you take out the barrel, it can definitely go in. Now the issue, there's no means of tightening it, right? You're gonna take the OEM bar end, take your 4mm hex, you're gonna completely unthread it. There we go. And now, I'm gonna take apart the MotoGadget one. You're gonna unthread that out as well. Now we'll take the OEM and then we're gonna thread it in here. Simple, little clever solution. And let's finish the install. Let's see how it looks. There we are. Now that we've gotten that done, see that? Looks pretty good. Using the OEM bowels. Gonna slide that in. Just to kind of mention, guys, what's kind of cool about what MotoGadget did here. It says 15 Newton meters right here. That way you know how much to tighten it. Pretty cool. All right, let's get that tightened down. That looks pretty clean to me with this setup. My only concern, I would say, is the weighted bar end is no longer on the edge of the bike. You just want to make sure you address that and you're aware that's the case. Now we're gonna throw on the mirror real quick. Now you're gonna need a 4mm just to loosen the mirror slightly here so it can fit. Then now we're gonna slide it in to the bar end, and now we kind of tighten based on where we want this to be. It's not a final position, but just kind of rough idea. Now you're gonna find your exact position and tighten it down. You can adjust it later based on how you feel, you know, when you're sitting on the bike. Now we're just gonna cap this off. Very clean finish. I think it looks amazing. Now to move on to the opposite side, same thing. This installation is a walk in the park. Whether you ride a BMW, Ducati, KTM, we highly recommend dropping these bar end mirrors on them. These glassless one. Oh, they're toasty. Huh? That heat. As recommended, use your parts purchase to support the store that support your sport. Motivation USA gives back to the riding community with everything from safety seminar courses and worldwide racing sponsorships. For the most trusted parts and accessories, shop motivationusa.com. All links will be in the description down below. And remember, ride safe. Damn, and do it often.